my little party animals. hiphiprenee here today with a brand new speed build for you. How long has it been since you heard me say those words? I know it's been a while. I've been really slacking on my YouTube content. I've done good the last 2 weeks. I got up a new brief history episode 2 weeks ago. Last week was supposed to be an apartment build, which I was then going to push to this week, but then the Werewolves pack came out, so this is the build we're getting. We'll get into that in a minute. But I ended up doing a Breed Out the Weird challenge last week. If you haven't checked that out, we ended up using No, which is my sim from my Breed in the Weird series that we've been doing over on TikTok. So if you like the Breed in the Weird series and you miss seeing No over on the channel, I did do a YouTube video with her, so there's more No content, just in case you were wondering. But I have been super focused over on TikTok. I had a couple videos recently do really well, like hit over 1 million views, which is kind of insane to me. I am very quickly on the road to 200,000 followers over on TikTok, which is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. I can't wrap my head around the fact that that many people have seen my content. It's wild. But that being said, YouTube is my baby. My channel is my baby. And we all know that after my original channel was deleted, I put like my entire heart and soul back into this YouTube channel, and I need to bring some content back into it. I've been feeling just kind of like bleh about building in The Sims recently, and I think it's because it's been a while since we had like an actual genuine DLC release. I mean, what was the last pack before Werewolves? Was it Cottage Living? It feels like forever ago that pack came out. And since then, we've just kind of gotten like Create a Sim kits, which is fine. I don't hate them. I don't particularly enjoy them, but you know, it's been a while since we've had actual genuine content come into the game that's not something that we've used. So I kind of just felt like I was building, you know, the same thing over and over. And I feel like we all kind of fall into that trap where we end up just building maybe the same style of build all the time. So now that the Werewolves pack is out, I can finally revert back to, you know, kind of what I enjoy doing, which is abandoned content. So be prepared to see some more abandoned builds. I actually built an abandoned, not really an abandoned, but just like a gross apartment. And that was supposed to be the video this week. It was actually supposed to be the video last week, and then I forgot to do a voiceover for it, so I ended up just doing the Breed Out the Weird instead. And then I was gonna do it this week, and I was like, well, but I just made this beautiful Werewolves house, and Werewolves is like still pretty fresh in everyone's brain, so maybe I should just go with the Werewolves content. So the apartment will be on my channel at some point. Both the apartment and this build are part of my save file that I'm not actually doing, because if I say I'm doing a save file and then people get upset that it's never done, I'll feel bad. So I'm not doing a save file so much as I just happened to delete everything in the game, and I'm creating all new Sims and new builds for every single lot. Who knows how long it could take? It could take years. We don't really know. But anyway, the apartment that I built is hopefully going to be on my channel next week, and I'm really kind of disappointed that I built it before Werewolves came out, because some of the furniture in this pack, honestly, would have been a 10 out of 10, just absolute perfection for the apartment I was going for, but it did still turn out pretty good. But this house, I love this world. The Moonwood Mills is absolutely gorgeous. It's everything that I've ever wanted in a world, with the exception of the amount of lots on it. I really feel like they could have put more, and I understand that it's only a game pack, but I mean, if you're gonna do a world, give me more than 4 lots. You know what I mean? Anyway, the lots that are there, James Turner built them. So I'm sorry that I deleted your lot, James, but I had to, of course, do my own here. So I kind of went with, you know, just the same vibe that I was getting from everywhere else in the world. And it's just that like really run down, almost kind of industrial, but like cottage in the woods kind of city, almost like a worker's house. So from what I'm gathering, and please don't quote me on any of this because I haven't really been super paying attention to the lore in Moonwood Mills, but it seemed like it was some sort of a industrial type town that just kind of like, maybe the industry fell apart. Maybe it wasn't an industry that is particularly relevant these days, but like, it just kind of it seems like everyone that was part of whatever industry was in Moonwood Mills has now gone, and everything's kind of fallen into disrepair, and it's just been taken over by these werewolf packs. That's kind of what I'm getting out of this. So I don't know, maybe this house was like some sort of like a worker's home, which is a thing that I am familiar with. I grew up in Lowell, Massachusetts, which is a mill town, and there were a lot of places in Lowell that are, you know, housing that was meant for the people that were working in the mill buildings at the time. So that's kind of like the subtle vibe that I was going for. I don't really know if I nailed it, but I did the best that I could. You will notice that I couldn't fit stairs in this house. That's my bad. I probably could have fit them, but it just took up too much space, and I don't know, I liked the idea of the ladder taking you up to what is now the bedroom. It just feels like almost it was like maybe an attic space and it was renovated into a bedroom, and the only way to get up there was this ladder, and there was just no place to kind of throw the stairs into. So that's what I was going for there. The furniture in this new pack, can we talk about it for a second? Because it is absolutely a 10 out of 10. It's just like all this like really gross run down, like look at this chair that's in the foyer, the little entryway here. Like, it's just this gross old leather chair that looks like somebody has been sitting on it for like 50 years. Like they retired, and they retired into that chair. That's what's happening there. I think it's all so cool. I love all the new creepy wall decorations. So like these creepy claw marks, and the fact that you can like kind of see the drywall behind things. I love this aesthetic, and I really wish we had more of it in the game. And I know it's not everyone's cup of tea because, you know, a lot of people like to build these cute, nice family homes, which is great. That's fantastic. But like, I love just this grungy kind of gross vibe that we have going on in this one. I'm super into it. I'm super into it. Again, I feel like it's been so long since I've done just like a sit down and talking voiceover, so I feel like I honestly just like don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm doing my best here, guys, okay? But we are coming towards the end of this build. I will say, for anyone who is, you know, thinking about getting the Werewolves pack, honestly, it's really fun. I really like it. I'm not a huge occult fan. I'm not a huge occult player. I don't play with vampires. I don't play with mermaids. I don't play with aliens. I don't play with spellcasters. But I did start a new save file just to kind of play around with the new world and see what the gameplay was like. And I actually really kind of like playing with werewolves. I think the werewolf system that they put in, which is similar to the spellcaster system and of course the vampire system, I think it's great. I like all of the little hidden trait kind of things. I think the build buy in this pack is absolutely spectacular. Create a sim, I'm kind of torn on. I really like a lot of the pieces. I really dislike a lot of the pieces, and I kind of wish that we had gotten maybe some clothes that didn't just have rips all in them. I know most of them are like that because obviously they're werewolves, they're transforming, their clothes are going to rip, but I wish that we had some kind of, you know, maybe like the actual shirt before it was ripped and then swatches with the shirt after it's ripped. I think that would have been a nice call, but regardless, I think this pack is worth the $20 that they're selling it for. If you're not super sold on it, wait until there's a sale. I'm sure there's going to be a sale soon. You're not going to have to worry about it anymore. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will be back next week, hopefully, with a brand new speed build for you. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Thank you as always to my patrons and my channel members: Merc Maestro, Holly Monroe, Alara Wilder, Gina Garton, Tina Patterson, Alyssa, Amaya94, Cass, Danielle Carpenter, Misty Saup, Jackie Scherer, Monica DeSantis, Starla, Kathy Rogers, Lil Silver Spud, Tasha Angelina, Kelly Lynn, Mama Sora, Soul Sister Yarn, Sydney O'Rear, Check L4, Alexander Mack, Aaron Tatz, Chenny Wolf, Bells 9113, Crystal, Jamie Caples, MCAT27, Yadi Lopez, Jessica Aggie, Michelle McCammon, Abigail Frankel, Shabam 1995, Simming Out Loud, Tyson I Can't Pronounce Your Last Name, Hannah Riley, Patricia Payne, John Dale Bateson, and Kayla Crow.